had a game moved, though, already. Now, Ashley touched on this in their report. Buffalo, their game against the Steelers has been – the geography hasn't changed, but the day has. They're not going to play – they're not going to play until Monday now, 4:30, so there's going to be a doubleheader on Monday. I don't know. What do you guys think of this?
They need to go ahead and invest in an indoor stadium.
Well, they're building a new one, but I guess it doesn't have a roof.
This is year after year after year with the franchise.
Yeah.
If they're going to be good, and they have been in years past and now, I think you keep having to move the games. Go ahead and invest, and maybe they need to tie it into the NFL. The NFL need to help them out in the system.
Part of it also is fans getting to the game, I guess.
Right.
That's part of it.
And I don't recall this in the 80s and the 90s in Buffalo being an issue. I know that it snows there, and I know it's been bad. It's just the last few years that this has happened twice, which is quite surprising. But now the Pittsburgh Steelers, what are they going to do? They're going to take another day off. They're already in Buffalo.
Exactly.
They got to figure out where to practice. But they run the football so well, so maybe Pittsburgh gets a chance to beat Buffalo is what we're all hoping for. We never cheer for Pittsburgh, but we probably will on Monday afternoon.
I will be, and it's getting to be an interesting conversation. And I would want them to just go ahead and play. Because in this game, with the weather being like it is, Pittsburgh wins those type of games. They won against Baltimore. I know Baltimore wasn't full strength.
Ugly football, and you can't throw it in this weather either.
All right, so there's another cold weather game. Suddenly Kansas City is like a polar capital. They have the Dolphins. And, I mean, dangerously cold wind chills. This one says, 24 below. I've seen other calling for negative 30.
So those boys getting off the plane from Miami in the South Beach, they won't be wearing flip-flops.
So how much, here's the thing. I feel like a lot of times it has to do with the individual player, right? If the guy plays for Miami but he's from here, I don't know if it bothers that guy. How much does that matter, the warm weather team
Let me tell you this.
Okay.
We would lose to the Dolphins in 50 below, and we'll lose to whatever team came. It don't matter. We can say that. But when the lights turn on, I don't care what the weather is. We've lost those games. We say we're used to it in Cleveland. No, we would lose to a team. I'm like, I thought
I remember the Chargers beat you guys one time.
I was like, I thought the weather was supposed to help us. They running as fast as we running.
That's Josh telling his story. That wasn't that way for us.
All right.
We played in the playoffs. We played in this weather. Now, we used to go down to Vero Beach and practice to get our bodies loose and run. We did not have an indoor facility. I remember playing the Chargers. They were San Diego then. And the four receivers, Brennan, myself, and Slaughter, we all went out. We ran around the field. It was snowing just like in the cold like today. We had on cutoff T-shirts and shorts and ran around the field. And all the San Diego guys had on hoods and big jackets. They're like, if their receivers got on shorts, can you imagine what the rest of the team's going to do? I think we beat them 34-3.
But you guys had athletes. You had a better team.
Yes.
And all I'm saying is the better team is still going to win.
Yeah.
And regardless, they're not going to lose just because we were cold. The Dolphins ain't going out there, I couldn't run my route because I was cold. No, the better team that shows up will win.